Human resource strategy, a people-centered approach. People-centered organizations, they enjoy a competitive advantage because of people-centered practices. Protection of job security, rigorous hiring process, employee empowerment, compensation linked to performance, comprehensive training, reduction of status differences, and sharing of key information. Are you guys okay with these people-centered approach? Some companies, they're very good in making sure that the company is really focused on people. So you can see everything inside the company, they try to put the people at the beginning. Some companies, if you read their mission statement, we say our people will do this. That's when they focus on their people. Some companies, they don't care about people. Maybe they are more customers. They focus on customers. Some companies, they don't focus on customers. They focus on their total assets, their physical assets. Some companies, they leverage their financial strength. Some companies are more people centered. From an HR perspective, people centered organizations are more powerful. Why? Because people there are more safe, and because they are safe, they feel they are protected, and these people will, the company will probably have very rigorous hiring. They don't hire anyone. They will only hire the best because they take care of the best very well, and those best will continue to work well. And then they empower people, and when you empower people, what happens? People work hard, and if all the people work very hard, from inside, and they are self-motivated, then they can really make a huge difference to the business. And then once you take care of people and you take care of their performance, as a result, your business do well, so you can do very good compensation, and that's how you keep those good people. And if you remember, some companies, they become fashion. Anyone who wants to get a good job, go to that company. Now those companies, they get this prestige of we're the good company for the people. You see, they say we're the best company for people want to work for. We're the best company to work for. Last year Google got the best company to work for. Then many poor people, they're willing to do extra. The best people, the best performers, they want to join your company, and that's how you have, it's a strategy by itself. That's how you become better than your competition, because all the good people want to join you. And then we have this reduction of status differences. All the people are great, and there's no big difference, no status difference. All the people are great, and all the people are pushing the business to the front. And if you have a lot of good people in your company and the status difference becomes small, this kind of give you another push for success. Because if you have a company that you have a big diversity in terms of, or a big gap between high performance and low performance, then the high performance have an attitude, we're high performance, and the bigger the gap, the more difficult it's to manage all of the people. But if you have everyone on the top, they compete with each other. Who's going to be even better? Do you see?
You mean the administrative hierarchy?
If you have, let's say you're a bank and you have five people who are loan officers, they give loans, and the five, one of them is doing a good job, one of them is doing okay, and one of them is doing very bad. Then the employees will not have any motivation between them to work harder, because the guy who's doing a good job, I'm doing a good job, don't talk to me. The people who are on the low end, they understand, okay, I have limited resources, but I'm staying, I'm keeping my job. But if they are more on the same level, they can compete. And if they compete, they try to improve, and everyone will have an incentive to improve, that they are better than everyone else. You see, and instead of they are okay with the status quo. And there is sharing of key information. Because they are very good people, you share key information with them. You're actually able to motivate them to do harder, and they're able to take the business to a higher level. Are you guys okay with me? Do you agree that this is true? If you get the right people, you can do very good job, and if you don't get the right people, you're easy to be lost. That's great. Recruitment and selection from a people-centered approach. You want the ultimate goal of recruiting is to generate a pool of qualified applicants. So how do you do the recruitment? How can we get the best people for new and existing jobs? You recruit for diversity. You always want to generate through many different sources of pools of qualified applicants who are demographically representative of the population at large. So you want, to have a good representation of the population. So if you have 200 people in your company, you want the 200 people to represent the population that you work in. So to have as diverse group as possible. So maybe you want to have a female to male section, percentage of 50-50. Maybe you want to have, the same percentage of all of the ethnic groups or all of the, age groups or all of the, to be a good representation. They do social networking via the web is rapidly becoming the tool for choice for both recruiters and job seekers. You guys agree? How many people got their job through some internet-based communication? You see, that's a good number, and then because now the internet is providing a lot of information. It is easy search. Uh, okay. Yeah, you can do LinkedIn, and you go to some of these websites that recruitment job boards. Many employers today they just hire on the internet. Maybe less people will make an announcement on the newspapers. Basically, newspapers have less viewers of job applicants maybe than some of these job boards websites. Yeah. The employee selection process still proceed model. This is the proceed model which says these are the steps to select people. Number one, you need to prepare. Prepare. You want then to review. Step number three, to organize. Step number four, to conduct the selection. Step five, you evaluate all of the applicants. Step number six, you exchange information about these people with the team or department, and then you decide. Are you guys okay with these steps? Okay.
Sorry.
So prepare. Let's say I'm going to hire. Let's say I'm in the bank and I want to hire a new employee, and this new employee is going to be my auditor, the person who's going to check in the branch. So I want to prepare. The auditor will check 1, 2, 3. They will work this time, and they will have these activities, and they will report to this manager. And this is their position. This is their office. This is their working hours, their conditions of work. These are the qualifications they have to have. This is the training we need. And then we will start to review this, and after we review it, we make sure it's correct. We involve the branch manager, the auditing manager, the other department operations that is going to work. Okay, then we will organize. We'll organize this recruitment. So we're going to make an announcement. We want to hire auditors for our branch, and we are going to make the announcement. We will put it on this job board. We'll put it on this newspaper. We will send this message to this LinkedIn group. We will talk to, and then you actually do that after you make your plan. After you do that, conducting, you get the people who apply, you get them, you sort them, you evaluate them. So you evaluate, you get a short list. These are the best people. These people we're going to want to interview. We send them for interview. They're interviewed by the branch manager, by the operations manager, by the human resource manager. We exchange. We say, okay, this is good. This is good. Maybe you have an interview with 3 people together. They sit. Someone walks in. They interview the 3, and then those 3 exchange information, and then decide. Okay.